Happy Monday. Time for your Monday meeting tip. So today I want to talk more about virtual meetings. We switch gears for May and we're talking virtual meetings. Go back for the last couple weeks if you need some more tips. But today I want to focus on, and this week, looking at the timing, why you're having events, when you have them, and even a bit about the agenda. So trying to keep the video short so we won't dig in too much, but I'll expand later this week in a blog post. When I talk about timing, there's kind of three things I'm actually looking at and thinking of for this topic. And it's everybody holds a meeting for a reason, or you should. So if you had to cancel your meeting outright because it was too soon after things shut down and you're trying to regroup, hold a virtual meeting. You had reasons to hold an event. You had goals, whether they were membership goals, sales goals, whatever the case is, there was a reason for the meeting. So rather than wait a full year, provide some touch points and contact for your customers or members sooner rather than later. So you want to do that. You want to schedule a virtual event, and size and scope is dependent on your needs and what fits you best. Timing of it. So there's another thing with the timing of it that I want to just bring awareness to, which is there are a ton of virtual events now because of course it's all people are holding, but it's not just virtual events from organizations. There's a lot of individuals, entrepreneurs, education and training who are doing lots of free events and lots of additional virtual events that they wouldn't do for in-person events. And we get it because this is new, it's important, and right now everybody wants to share, and there's a lot of people also like myself who are having to kind of retool, reprogram what they're doing, especially if they're in the meetings industry. But what it does is it provides a lot of noise. So make sure you look at what's going on and make sure your timing of when you schedule your event works well and that you're not competing against something that your audience is really into. So scan the landscape, look for competitive events, look for things that could draw their attention away. And then the third thing has to do with how you time and schedule your agenda. And when it comes to an agenda, we got to remember our lives have changed a lot, and there's a lot of people at home with kids. There's a lot of people juggling more things, cooking more. And those are big distractions and time sinks too. And school is still in session, but maybe it's pretty much at home for everybody right now. So keep that in mind as well. So whoever you are trying to get for your audience is dealing with a lot of various topics, a lot of various time constraints, things that it's different when you leave your home, fly to a location to attend a live event, and give it your 100% attention. So even with those events, you should have been practicing some really good adult learning techniques and understanding how people learn, how people change behaviors, because you want them to get the most of it. It's even more important now that you really tune into that and that you don't overschedule, you don't overload. So if you had a 3-day, full day, 3-day event that was in person, please don't turn it into a 3-day, full day event virtually. It doesn't work like that. So you really need to understand your audience, their needs, and some adult learning techniques and principles. And it's not difficult to do. And what will determine what is right is unique for every meeting and organization and their audience. So I can't give you a one-stop shop answer, but this is where you take time to dig into that. And as always, there's a lot of us in the marketplace who are happy to help you with that should you need it. So I hope that makes sense, and I hope you'll take some time. If you have not rescheduled a meeting that you canceled, start taking time to think of how you're going to put on a virtual event between now and the end of the year, because you still have goals you need to meet. Have a great week, and I'll dig some more into this topic in a blog.